Doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you. No pills gonna cure my ill. I got a bad case of loving you.
All right. I think I have a confession to make. Since we're bearing our souls here, I think it only seems right that I mention my God complex crush on my breast oncology surgeon. Perhaps you've heard of him. His name is Dr. Yummy. It only seems right that if a man removes your cancerous breast, not to mention saving your life, the very least you can do is have a God complex crush on him. Am I right here? Or what? And save my life he did, as well as answer my questions, calm my fears, reassure me. I mean, we spent 90 minutes together during my first visit. I came with a mere 4 pages worth of questions, and that man did not move until everyone was answered. Oh, and where did the Dr. Yummy come from, you ask? Well, it's obvious. He's very easy on the eyes. But his true beauty comes from deep inside. It's like when you meet somebody for the first time and you look right down deep into the heart of their soul. He was the first person to tell me I was going to be okay, that I was going to live a long and happy life. The last thing I remember before the mastectomy was his face and the soft touch of his surgeon hands rubbing my shoulder saying, we can do this, Tracy. You can do this. While I was in recovery, he went into the waiting room. He went directly to my mom, kneeled in front of her, took her hand in his and said, no lymph nodes, everything went great, and you can relax now. Later at a follow-up visit, he told me for as long as he practices medicine, he'll never forget the look in her eyes when he told her that. He came into my room after the surgery, and I said, yay, we did it. He said, no, my dear, you did it. I was just there to help. I didn't do anything. I remember the first day the visiting nurse came over to the house to check my drains after the surgery. My son Casey was home, and she suggested we go into the other room, and I said there was really no need, as Casey was fully aware of my surgery and my scar. Well, she insisted, and into the room we went. I lifted up my shirt, and she screamed, oh my God. She scared the hell out of me. I said, what's wrong? She said, nothing. I've never seen a mastectomy scar so well done. Thanks, Dr. Yummy. One day, my son Casey brought a paper home from school, and the instructions on the paper were to draw a picture next to the words on the left-hand side. There were words like car and doctor and flower. Well, he drew a picture of a doctor, and next to it he wrote the words Dr. Yummy. I asked him about it, and he said, Mom, that's the name of the nice man, your doctor, that answered all my questions. I'm not really sure how you repay somebody that's had that much of an impact on your life. I'm not sure if keeping them in that place in your heart that you reserve for those who are above all others is enough. I hope it is, because that's where I've put him. I once asked him what my follow-up would entail and if I would continue to be seen by him. He said, we're going to be together for a long time. It's like a marriage. I'm thankful for that, as I'm thankful for so many things in my life. I'm not ready to cut the tether that bonds us. Doctor and patient, confidant and scared little girl. I'm not sure I'll ever be ready for that. Oh, and on a side note, he'd be my freebie, if you know what I mean. Yeah, my husband's is Christy Brinkley. Go figure. And they say cancer doesn't invade your psyche. And I'm going to put that in my backpack and carry it with me all the days of my life.
True love went out to Victoria's Secret and came back and said, well, I was going to get you a push-up bra, but I couldn't stand the thought of your poor breast being all cauliflowered up. So he came back with the most comfortable bra I've ever had, plus a few other good things.
And I heard these loud, obnoxious people with these maracas and these tambourines, and I'm thinking to myself, this is a place where people don't feel good. What are these people doing? And it got louder and louder, and pretty soon I saw these people, and they were all my friends and my family, celebrating that it was my last chemo. And I was like, oh, I better take back the jackass.
Bagel Shop group, and they have just been terrific. I knew them after. I started going to the bagel shop when I could walk to my car to get to the bagel shop, and I had enough energy to go in there for a cup of coffee.
Family lives far away. I got support from my friends who just really came out of the woodwork and just were around to hug me and call me. And most of all, the most important thing that you can do for anybody going through this is just listen. Just give somebody the luxury of just listening to them, rant and rave.
My dear sister Jackie called me every day, twice a day, for months and months and months and months. And they're real women. They meet about once a month for mine. And people who I didn't know knew, who had similar kind of experiences, and would come up and say, how you doing? No, I really know, because this is what I went through.
I had a friend who I was friends with for 11 years. We had our children together, not literally together, we were in separate rooms and stuff like that, who pretty much decided that she couldn't deal with my cancer, which I found a little strange because I was the one that had cancer, not her.